It's difficult. I think they are going to be looking for a different offlaner. It's going to be Darkseer, so more auras. This is also quite a lot of bodies in front. Same thing that Team Zero does have. You have Sanking, you have Tusk, you have Centaur, you have the Greed.
Right,
See in this top lane.
Yeah, this is a situation here.
This is the old Darkseer special. Got to cut the waves, and we'll see how Shadow Fiend can fare under the tower here, as he's going to get ganked potentially. Ollie makes his way over. Astral Spirit is there. A couple Shadow Waves onto Jabs, gets the vacuum off. The Echo Stomp connects, but you have the Snowball to save temporarily. Ponlo makes his way over as well. ZZQ trying to run away, but the first blood is going to be onto the Shadow Fiend. That is not what you want to see if you're Team Zero. They're going to lose the Dark Willow as well, as ZZQ attempting to run out. Couple stacks of sticky napalm though, and even Lornoff has made his way over here. So eventually will be yet another kill for Aurora. Great start to the game for them.
Yeah, this
going to be delayed even more, but he will die.
It's a very good sequence. This is tankiness item. They're going to be hard to break through for Aurora, I think.
Smokes will connect. Chakram's going to split the uprights. No damage done. Trying to chase out this Dark Willow. Ponlo trying to use the Terrorize will do so, but Burrow Strike. Looks like the Dark Willow falls regardless, so still 5-0 Aurora. No kill to Team Zero's name. Very fittingly, I suppose, with their actual team name. See how long they can hold out. I mean, net worth-wise, still very even, though. We were talking about this earlier, how it feels like a lot of these games, I mean, you can tell me how the game state is right now. I feel like Team Zero is not even that far behind. As we can get chased here, wall was used, as yes sir. Another cover the tier 1. We'll get some TP support in the form of 7E. Gets off the Burrow Strike Jabs. Pretty fast, but looks like the Surge runs out. Now we have a good old-fashioned team fight. If 7E gets deleted, Requiem in the cover. We'll use that in the defensive measures. The power shot hits both heroes, slowing them to a crawl. Lasso onto the Shadow Fiend, and ZZQ looks to be next. This is going to be 8-0 Aurora.
Yeah, they're bringing the numbers and just flat out outplaying them, right? The Centaur has not been involved in anything just yet. He offers. That's the thing, right? The players have to play on feel, and they might be like, yeah, we feel like we've got the stuff that we want, but you know, ultimately, if you pause the game right now and ask them how far behind do you think you are, I don't know if they would, you know, guess this amount and the distribution of gold, right? You're always going to have to feel it out. Q.
Oh, Beyond, he gets initiated on. You can see the Brambles, though, connecting. Looks like this Bat Rider will be the first kill of the game for Team Zero. They are on the board officially. Terrorize going to be used basically on Lornoff as 7E just barely gets out.
He almost killed himself stunning into Timber. He just took like 700 damage play. They immediately got off the Blade Mail on Beyond and an immediate counter stun as well, so...
Oh wow, this is fast.
Yep.
All right.
Shadow Fiend's always been good at this with his aura. 4 points in Presence plus Mask of Madness. And obviously happy to have the Specialist Array, not particularly helping here, but just helping the hero in general in the game. I think Aurora could maybe get a fight after this if they fancy it. They're not going to be too late for
power
it.
Shot.
Oh, almost stole it.
Okay, almost stole it, but yes sir, gets the Aegis. Gonna be able to kill off the Tusk right off the bat, and I think Team Zero will...
Oh, he missed the chain, Lornoff.
Lornoff, no Timber Chain for you. Gets hoof stomped and will die mid-Timber Chain. That is a huge kill for Team Zero, but at the same time, they've lost their Sand King, and they're going to lose their Centaur as well. So 4 for 1. You do maintain Aegis control. What's that worth?
All things considered, that is a relatively even exchange, I would say. I mean, the gold, of course, you're looking at an advantage going the way of the Radiant, but having
Timber is crazy in the pit.
Timber is crazy in general.
Yeah, his lore, I think, does back that up. He is legitimately crazy. They will attempt the Roche, and it looks to be theirs for the taking.
Yep.
Team Zero not going to contest. Not sure if they're even completely aware of this.
Oh, they are TPing over the Shadow Fiend now. Maybe a smoke.
It's too late if they try, but the Lasso. Q onto Ponlo. Oh, the counter initiation from Beyond gets the hoof stomp into the double edge. Power shot going to slow him a bit. You can see Team Zero maybe potentially trying to run back here. The vacuum is there. Shadow Fiend ult used as well. Echo Stomp is there, but the hoof stomp finally comes out from Beyond, but he just gets destroyed along with the Dark Willow. Yes, sir, is dead. And that leaves one member of Team Zero alive, and that is 7E. The BKB about to run out. And that looks to be a full team wipe, an ultra kill for Lornoff. They lose the Aegis, but nobody else died.
Yeah, there's a lot of spells in that team fight for Team Zero just didn't land, right? They never got off Terrorize, or excuse me, they didn't
Lossing that.
Does Shadow Fiend hold a candle to Windranger Lake?
That's a good question.
I actually don't
23
know.
Savage getting gone on. We'll pop his ult in a retreat with the BKB. Snowball is not really going to connect, but the Ice Shards blocks him in, but that destroys the Tusk. But eventually they do find the Windrunner. 1-for-1, definitely good exchange for Team Zero. They're going to need a few more of those to get back in this game, though.
To begin with. So, easy answer to your question. Cast your spells better. But,
okay, well, there you go. Ponlo gets gone on again. This time dies within the Shadow Realm. A 7E cancellation of the teleportation.
Oh, he's gone.
And he is a goner as well. So 2 quick kills for Aurora.
Yep. Yeah, so in a little bit more detail,
and we got the reverse 3-2-2, of course.
Oh, there you go. So the problem that Zero faces a little bit is perhaps an issue in their lineup. If you want to look at it on a bigger scale, is they can't really go. And if they maintain that formation and keep offering bad fights, Zero just seem unable to pierce through them.
Beyond, he's initiated on again. The Shiva's popping. Look at the Chakram just rip him a new one. 7E. See the buyback onto the Centaur to get back in this fight as fast as possible. Echo Stomp delaying everything, though.
Man, so much damage in the backline, too. SF and Sand King both popping their BKBs.
Satanic, so it doesn't really have to worry about the Blade Mail as much. You can just pop that in time.
Oh, yeah, he is big.
As Q, looking for an initiation. Okay, that was all over the place. Lorna pops the Shivas, finally finds the Tusk. That's going to be an easy, clean kill. Ponlo on the cliff as well. That's a double for 23 Savage, as they will likely just prepare for this Roche and 7E. Do they have the vision? They definitely do now, as Q continues to pursue. And he's left to his own devices, an eventual death. Yet another kill for Aurora, 26-3, right on the doorsteps of Roche number 3 with the old Aghanim Scepter. Who takes this? Windrunner? Honestly, they're not going to do it, but the way that Q has been initiating literally every fight would actually be really good on him.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with Bat as well, but I think Windranger is the safer choice.
For sure, it's safer.
Hasn't popped it in just yet.
Right.
So maybe unfortunately he was shooting with a water gun, so it didn't really matter. But it looked cool.
Oh god, I want this Axe to be so... I want it to be good so bad. Workhorse for the win, okay. Putting everything onto this Timber Saw, but look at the damage again from 23 Savage. Sand King is dead in the blink of an eye. Yes, sir, trying to use his ult, but will back away instead. Q looking for an opening, not finding one yet. As the Sand King buys back into the game. Still has his Epi to work with. But Lornov just seems impossible. Look at his
he is invincible.
A heart on top of everything else now. Yes, sir, already at half HP.
Oh, they're gonna try, maybe.
Activated.
No. Faking out the Epi. Is he actually gonna go for it? No, now he got Chakram.
No, he will never use it the rest of the game. That's my call. 23 Savage with the Whirlwind. Yes, sir. Getting into the high ground, but brought back to the low ground, and insta-Gibbs himself. 3 dead, just like that, and the game is over. Aurora completely stomps Team Zero in this game number 1.
Yeah, I mean, there isn't really much to write home about, is there? They just got absolutely crushed. I really like everything Aurora did in this game. I think the first big step toward this direction was the initial rotation where they got 3 kills top.
On paper, I think Aurora, it's like 80-20 right now in regards to the draft. Until Zero Shore has multiple items, but they do go back for the Sand King.
Or no, sorry, I forget the name of the other one, actually.
Devil's Bargain?
Yeah, Devil's Bargain, where you refund your items. This one I haven't seen as much of. The 2 charges. A lot of people really didn't like this at first. Why is this being picked up in this game?
So I don't remember exactly.
Hang on. First.
Ponlo?
Ponlo pops the Fairy Fire and dies shortly after, so Ollie gets credit for that one. With that invis, using that Epicenter, looking for the burrow. Actually doesn't have mana right now. Is the snowball save from Ollie. And the Ice Shards to disconnect. 70 not able to find him quite yet, but Ponlo is going to be teaming up here. And Pale will connect and eventually should be a kill onto Ollie. So it's 70 not
a no-brainer. You just run at her or kid her. In this case, he probably wouldn't have bought it even, but then Blade Mail. He's eyeing up a pipe now, which I think is a much better purchase. It was probably going to be between that and Axe. Oh, hang on. Laurenov, they find the Doom.
The Doom is on him, and he's just dead. Seven trying to counteract here, but
close call.
Not end up hitting his burrow strikes, so...
Very nice hit and run.
Off guard for Aurora, absolutely.
Very, very quick. I mean, credit to Aurora as well for not dropping the ball, right? They're really not giving them many moments of opportunity. Now, finally, they might find one here onto Q, who was shrapneling mid.
Yep, lots of burst.
First finger kill of the game. Lion is now melee.
First finger usage of the game. That's the cool factor of the Lion one.
That's true, and that should never be underestimated.
Absolutely, as we have a gank attempt here. Laurenov opening it up with the Doom from Jabs as well. BKB pop from Laurenov just to make sure that Windrunner gets low enough. Will she, though? Yeah, Laurenov will attempt to TP out of the cover of the BKB. Will be able to do so. In the meantime, Jabs is punished.
Okay.
They do not get the kill on Yes Sir. Peek.
All right. I mean, that's a 9-seconder for a creep camp. I think you're pretty happy with that if you're Wind Ranger.
Yep, for sure. Oh, this would be an enormous kill. Indeed, it goes the way of Team Zero. Laurenov caught off guard.
Only showing Savage mid. Will back off and get smoked as well. Ponlo breaking it immediately.
Smoke. Gets a double impale.
Is he going to live, though? He doesn't have dagger, remember?
Yep, Jabs. Go on top of him as there's the initiation from Laurenov, focusing everything onto the Sand King. He's dead, just like that. You can see Yes Sir in the cover of the BKB, doing as much damage as he can to the south as Ponlo taken out by the Dragon Knight. And the egg finally placed. I don't think he can take this out. He'll have to run away or indeed fly since he is a dragon. Gleipnir on top, you see TP support coming. Laurenov still has a lot of mana to work with, though. See if Aurora want to reinitiate this fight. Torrent onto two. The Dragon Knight does fall in the end, and the boat deletes Ollie from the face of the earth here as the buyback actually came out from the Tusk. Didn't even realize that, so that is a dieback as well.
Wow, that was such a good torrent. He was lining up getting that for free just allows ZZQ to scale even further.
He almost has a sheep stick, by the way.
Yep.
That is...
Keep in mind, this is a 5 in quotation marks. He is just leading the charge, and they're scared of this Phoenix. He's just going in front.
I don't blame them.
Doesn't care.
Ollie with the TP. Impale will end him. And the finger. Is that number 2? Could we, yeah, that's the second finger used in the 31-minute game.
So if they do get this wraparound from the southwest, and they somehow find the Phoenix in this tree line as the very first target for Storm, that would be huge for them. ZZQ is holding a very firm position, and they will offer up. It looks like Beyond is sniffing this out, leading the charge.
Savage jumps in. BKB from Beyond to be able to dodge that Dragon Tail. There's the Phoenix diving, and already at half HP is the DK. There's the Finger of Death. The snowball save for the time being. Laurenov on the backsword, trying to be able to take out a support in the back line as the Tusk is already dead, and 23 Savage follows suit, and just like that, Aurora have lost this team fight. Ponlo misses the Impale, but we'll be able to actually cancel the TP on the Sniper as well. This will be 4 kills with very little response. Yeah. Triple kill for Yes Sir, and into the Roche Pit they will go.
Really nice hero placement there from Zero. Just offering up the Kunkka as a target, and he was super quick on the BKB against the Dragon Knight. And then the Phoenix, again, completely pivotal in that fight. Gets to Icarus dive in and hex the DK.
And, well, 23 Savage, he's going to get shackled. I'm surprised he just TP'd there.
He doesn't have BKB ready.
Yeah, you're right.
He's dead. He's actually, oh my goodness, that is,
wow.
That is just not what should have happened.
Wow.
I wonder if he thought he had BKB ready to go out on that mission on his own.
It must have been. It absolutely must have been.
Ponlo will get us.
Okay, there's a Eon.
Nice.
That's why they keep it disassembled, I guess.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. He really didn't need it there. But it's going to take a little assassinate to the back of the head as well.
But with DK dead, I mean, high ground is available. Jabs jumping in with the BKB and the Shivas, gets the Doom off onto the Windrunner. She's dead, just like that. And that is a big one for Aurora, but they lose the Tusk in turn. Question is, does Team Zero continue on here?
I'm very impressed with Aurora's choice here to not buy back the Dragon Knight, but I don't know if I'm positively or negatively impressed.
I mean,
it's like,
doesn't have Dragon.
Making that decision in this moment that DK does not buy back when you commit to this fight, I feel like it's a very difficult call to make.
Yeah.
And ultimately, the result here is probably still going to be the loss of the barracks, but you at least killed the Wind Ranger in this situation in a 4v5. I feel like almost every other team there buys back their carry and tries to take that fight full on. And perhaps Aurora are going to regret not doing that there. But it's a very difficult choice to not buy him back there. It shows a lot of restraint on his part. To 3 fast shrapnels.
Yeah.
Sick.
Hype.
I think Parasma is the right choice. I'm with you. I mean, the AoE control is nice and all, but if they can't reliably kill off the heroes regardless, then there's possibly better ways of spending the gold where you just really focus on eliminating a single target fast. Now, the thing that's going to get tricky is if this Phoenix... Okay, hang on. Let's see if they actually get this Tormentor
Dragon form Ollie. Okay, they know that Tormentor is being taken, or at least damaged, as the Burrow Strike actually hits 3 heroes, but I think the Sand King might be in a precarious spot here. Doom has already used the Sand King, gets evaporated. Trying to get to the other side of the wall. They're going to be able to lose the Sniper and the Tusk. Do have the buyback available for the Tusk. Speaking of buybacks, though, Sand King, Mr. 7E back in the game. So the question is, with that buyback, do you push the envelope?
I think if
23 Savage trying to look fierce on the high ground.
Oh, should have used a different helm then.
New cosmetics are needed for him. Okay, YSR inside the shards. Pops the BKB. Link has already procced as well. Comes the egg potential.
Oh my god, that damage.
Beautiful epicenter. 23 Savage then along with Ollie. And they get the finger death. Double kill for 7E. And the Storm Spirit buys back. So does 23 Savage. Trying to put everything onto. That's the Agnum Scepter actually reflected with the Lotus. So Doom has doomed himself, essentially, and that's just the Aegis taken out.
Aurora have nothing left in the tank, and they're fighting against 2 Supernovas in a moment. This fight is borderline impossible. They need to get something ridiculous going their way.
Or jabs. Even the Lion is up front and personal with the barracks. I'm not sure why. But that is going to be another set of racks for the likes of Team Zero, who now have Mega Creeps and looking to end this game number 2 to take us the full distance of 3 games for the best of 3. There's the Egg. Sunray just ripping through 23 Savage along with YSR. Just too much damage to deal with, and like that, it's over. We're going to game number 3.
Well, if there was any questions after game number 1 about whether Team Zero were going to wake up, I think you got your answer, but it did take them a while to wake up.
Yeah, I mean, it is evening here, so I mean, I'd be worried if they were just waking up anyway.
But it did seem by design. Like, this was a very slow victory.
And the entire game from Zero is going to be, from laning phase, get an item, go. Take a fight, reset, get another item, go. It's like constant whittling down your opponent.
Given the nature of the lineup.
Both teams have gotten that out of their system. They're ready for a game 3 showdown, Synderen is. Well, this looks like it might be first blood as ZZQ takes a tumble. Q will take the first blood for himself.
They know he's there. There we go. That's hard to say.
Good.
Doesn't care though.
Rotation coming. Magnetize already used. Just onto Q for now. Runs into 23 Savage on the back line. Multi-shot applied. Ollie's there as long with the Leech Seed as well. And I think this is just a straight up kill. Coil is expended from Lornoff as well, but more rotation from Team Zero. They want to continue this fight. Lornoff will be able to use his Illusory Orb to get away, but the Phoenix is going to be traded for the Snap. So it's a 2-for-1 to start in favor of Aurora.
You know what situation this reminded me of? Dewarded, and that might thwart their aggression, but honestly, when you've committed 5 heroes to rotate down here, surely you're finishing the job.
The tower's already kind of low.
Yeah. Well, looks like Aurora
might want to fight.
About it. Glyph.
He does have Overgrowth. Q has yet to use Mortimer Kisses. The Silence right now onto Lornoff at half HP. You're going to be able to find Ponlo to start things out as there's the Overgrowth coming out. And the Mortimer's Kisses onto Yes Sir, trying to run away. Jabs, another slow coming out with that Nature's Grasp. And Yes Sir might be able to get out. In fact, he will, as Lornoff gets off the coil just to kill off the Phoenix. So just 2 supports dead for Team Zero. They do eventually get the X, but no connection. Oh, the Tidebringer deletes Yes Sir.
Compared to many other games we've seen in the tournament, it's good news for Drow. This is usually a very weak spot for the hero. And 23 Savage is really playing with fire here, just running in circles up here.
Silence stop, Yes Sir, looking for potential shackle, but they're going to keep things in place. The Blade Mail activating. You can see a lot of damage being applied to Lornoff, but the Cookie is there. The coil onto several. Ollie there in the back line with the Overgrowth, and that is 2 cores dead right off the bat for Team Zero. And they're going to have to run away in shame. He's a big boy.
Yeah, I think so too. Seems a little bit unnecessary. I actually think it's counterproductive for them to be there. I'm with you.
ZZQ gets the shard, so we talked about that in a previous game.
Yeah.
Best in the game, as you're going to see the initiation with the boat coming in, as well as the Mortimer's Kisses. yes sir, is dead. And 7E just having a look on. He gets the magnetize onto 3 heroes though. Beyond TPing in as the roll does not connect for 7E.
Yes, BKB.
He does. We'll use it once he's at half HP. Overgrowth to follow. Do they have the physical damage to rip through him? Drow from the sideline doing a lot of damage as the roll to the south right off the map. The Phoenix Egg is dead, focused entirely by Aurora. And that's 2 kills without anything to show for if you're Team Zero.
And I guess that shard is actually also quite interesting against a hero like Bristle. Especially if he activates his seeing red, then maybe he can't even see the glacier.
It's such a weird phase. I mean, it's a cool concept, I would say.
I like it.
But again, like as a viewer, it's hard to even tell what's going on because you're not seeing what...
All right, this is finally a moment of a smoke from Zero.
Finally a moment of a smoke as 23 Savage is going to get stunned, pushed back into the tier 2. Telekinesis back as well. Sunray, nice gust from the 23 Savage, silencing 3 heroes. Tidal Wave onto the back line. The Bristleback is already dead. We'll buy back instantly though. Again, Age is still there for less than 2 minutes. As Aurora will somewhat reset. Ollie looks to be dead, as long as 70 wants to finish the job.
They get the Aegis.
They do get the Aegis. Bristleback still quite healthy, but this is after a buyback, as the Tidal Wave is being used on both sides. The Blade Mail not going to do too much for 70 as he is taken out. The break onto Beyond, but you can see the Agnum Scepter doing a lot of work against jabs. Tidal Wave back as Yasser in a lot of trouble in the meantime. We'll get the barrier applied to him, but the Kunkka does die. And you can see the Phoenix diving in as the Drow extremely low, and finally 23 Savage is taken out. His reign will come to an end as Lornoff will follow suit. So all these buybacks coming out, Team Zero, I should say. Pretty close.
Not bad.
I'm surprised they're trying to go high ground this early, but they do have the Aegis, and they will poke.
Yeah. Well, I guess from their perspective, who's going to break the banner?
Yeah, they don't have a sniper this time. Okay, so the tower already under half HP. It's a waning rift onto the
early
Phoenix.
pipe there. ZZQ got scared, got proper spooked.
Okay, you can just wait that out now. It's 23 Savage on the Glacier. Will finish off the tower. Nope, the fortification comes through first.
Okay.
Got to deal with this banner. It is strong. Okay, they get the break onto the Bristle at half HP. Now they're going to kick in the Drow.
X-Mark.
But he's fine.
Clutch.
Nice save there from the Kunkka. And Beyond already using his Bloodstone as well as another Glacier for 23 Savage. That is the death of the tower. And guess what? The banner is still alive, Synderen.
But now the banner placement is not going to... Well, I guess if they can't pull the wave in, then they can't get it out of range. Now they finally do. So they might defend the melee. But I mean, still good job, right? Aurora get the tower and H-Rex for free.
Still under 2 minutes for the Aegis.
Very, very important that Jabs was quick on his fingers there with the X-Mark. I think Savage would have been in a pretty bad spot.
And try to finish off this lane. Again, the Glacier to get some high ground advantage. Now the Barracks getting pretty low. Shackle Shot will hit. Just a lot of poking and prodding. No true initiation coming through for either side.
When is the last time you saw a banner expire from duration?
That is true.
15 seconds left on the banner.
On the old patch, we saw it all the time because they put in a random lane that would do literally nothing as the tower, or sorry, the Barracks will finally fall.
It did its job.
This extremely exciting team fight. One lane for Aurora. Now even a blink for Ollie, and this is actually pretty huge. The blink overgrowth can have huge impact on this game. And they're just going for the X-Mark shenanigans. 70 jumps in with that Shivas, gets silenced though right off the bat. Tidal Wave trying to bring the Phoenix back, but it's the Earth Spirit who is dying. The Sunray not enough. The buyback available though. But yeah, the question is, do they want to continue here?
It's the siege
range.
Helm's
that's an easy one. But the melee though, there's still a fortification to come for Team Zero, and they're trying to bait this buyback.
Shackle not connecting. Nice force.
Of course, Aurora not sure.
Cookie, rather.
If 70 does have the buyback, but we can see that he certainly does. I mean, the melee racks is really low, and no fortification to come. There's backdoor protection for the time being, but the creeps are on their way. And just like that, it's 2 sets of racks for Aurora.
They cannot give away another banner.
The banner will end them, for sure. They have no counter, no sniper. We've talked about it many a time. Will team's okay.
Jabs breaks the smoke.
Yes, indeed. Tidal Wave brings the Bristleback into their arms. He's going to pop the BKB, though. They're going to roll in onto the Kunkka. He's very tanky. As I say that, he's getting melted, though. Sunray ripping right through him. That's the death of Jab.
That's a good egg.
Instantly buys back into the game. The egg is placed with the Sunray as well. 23 Savage trying to run away from this Earth Spirit. Q is going to be lost. That's going to be a second buyback now for Aurora. The coil onto several heroes. Power shot deletes 23 Savage. We thought he got away, but it's not to be. And it's going to be a dieback for Q. He just runs in and dies.
He sounds on Lornoff. He's dead.
Puck is also going to drop. This is a disaster for Aurora out of nowhere. They will get the kill onto the Earth Spirit, but that's basically it.
They're 5k gold behind now with 2 lanes of racks, and they have...
They're buildings!
They don't have many buybacks. Yeah, it's very impressive to deal 32 damage indeed.
What?
You said 1-0.
Yeah, that's... Never mind, Synderen.
Sorry.
YSR pops the peak. Oh my god! Okay, that's the Aegis down just like that. His team is coming in. ZZQ has the egg available. Finally will use it, trying to heal up the Windrunner, but so much damage being applied by 23 Savage. They destroy the Windrunner and the egg. And now they're trying to disengage as double buyback for Team Zero, despite having the Aegis there. Ollie will be cleaned up by Beyond. And it looks like the Kunkka will follow suit. So they do get 2 kills out of it. My goodness, that was expensive.
No buyback on jabs, though, is pretty important here. This is a 5-on-4 situation. Have the right heroes in the right place to break smoke, and you should be good. But now, Ollie is really far away.
On low, okay. Telekinesis onto the Drow. Able to get the stun off right off the bat. He's already at half HP, has to force staff away. The Jabs and company on the run, but now the stun onto the Kunkka might be left to his own devices. He has a BKB of his own, though. Attempting to run away is Beyond. Will chase. Meanwhile, 23 Savage trying to take out YSR. He does so from his Glacier. It looks like he's going to live through this engagement, but I don't think he can continue to fight. Meanwhile, Ollie taking a ton of damage. Looks like he's going to drop to 7E and company. Lornoff already used the coil. I think he's going to have to back away.
Hexed.
Gets hexed. Do they have the control? Tidal wave back. Gets off the phase shift again. Jab still available. As Lornoff, Eon Disc procs again. We'll be able to illusory orb away. Meanwhile, 23 Savage healed enough to be able to get back into this fight. Doing a decent amount of damage. He gets stunned up though. Dust is going to reveal, and now the Drow's in a ton of trouble. 23 Savage is dead. Jabs dropped as well, and they found Lornoff somehow. Thought he was out of there already. Their base is in shambles. All they lost was 2 heroes. They buy back on the Bristleback.
Ah, yes, the classic strat. So the initial start of that fight was actually quite instrumental, despite all the heroes surviving the first volley. All right, 7E.
Oh, they get the Hex onto the Kunkka. The Sunray to follow, trying to force that from the stage. If he gets shackled, a cookie on top of him as well. Is full HP though. Pops the BKB. Look at the damage being applied here. Windrunner almost dead just off the bat, along with the Earth Spirit. They have all their buybacks though. 4 expended just from Team Zero's side, and they only get the Treant Protector. Try to use this timing. Well, knowing that 4 heroes recently bought back, surely this is the time. Okay, the banner is placed. Glacier gets the range racks. The jump in.
Good kick.
Trying to kick him in, but no, it's not going to happen. He stays low ground. Egg is available. Not going to use it quite at this stage. 23 Savage going to be able to use his Hurricane Pipe to the high ground. Ollie's getting taken out. Gets the overgrowth at the last moment. We'll see if they want to back away now. Coil onto 2 with the Mortar Miscus is doing massive damage, but there's the Yules. Keeping 7E alive. 23 Savage doing so much damage, but a lot of defensive measures coming out from 7E and company. And lift onto 23 Savage. That is the first life for him.
5-on-4. Cooldowns are very expended. I think does Earth Crystal have Refresher?
7E will get the connection onto 23 Savage. Woo! He's already at half health. He's getting destroyed. Meanwhile, again, the creep's doing a lot of damage to these tier 4 towers in Team Zero's base. Jabs with the attempted TP. And I believe she can go up to 600 move speed, right? So, and this uncaps that potentially. So, super fast.
Okay, let's see if they force the buyback here. Yep. Can they keep the composure?
For the throne, potentially. They get the Hex onto the Kunkka to buyback now to 23 Savage. It's still a 4v5 advantage. Team Zero. BKB popped by Beyond. He has to run away.
Oh,
Coil onto several heroes. The Mortar Miscus is doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Beyond being brought back. He's dead. Does have buyback, though the egg gets destroyed. 2 dead now without buyback from Team Zero's side. And now they have to back away.
Uh-oh.
And the Windrunner will follow suit. Triple kill for 23 Savage. No buyback to come. And just like that, it's a 5 versus 2
Dire. They
tier
had
5 advantage. It was a 4-1.
They had a force boots and they went high ground with the entire jungle at their disposal.
Yep, and now the tier 4 will fall. Again, 2 versus 5. What can they possibly do? They can only look on as their Ancient is fully exposed. Bloodstone popped the jump in, last-ditch effort from 7E, but on the Glacier, 23 Savage with the BKB, the fortification finally popped. He's just gonna destroy 7E just very casually as the GGs come out, and Aurora going on to the upper bracket here at TI.
In convincing fashion. Never had a doubt. I knew this when I saw that
What a
fight.
game. Hey, we got our tier 5, Synderen. I'm happy, man. I'm happy.
I think this is the first game of the tournament that goes beyond an hour, by the way.